Peace and infinite love. It's what, day 3 in Antigua? No, it technically would be like day 2 because I came in the day after yesterday. But yeah, day 2. It's dope. The vibes is dope. I am literally just up and I'm ready for anything right now. My boy Young Lyrics is gonna come for me in a few. And we gonna just vibes up. I really came here to to vibes up with him, and I came in the right time. I think the right time basically because he had his event Sunday, and then yesterday was another Easter event. So I think I came in the right vibes. Today is gonna be a good one. Today is a great one. I'm feeling like I'm in good spirits. I'm feeling good. I've been getting a lot of downloads, been getting a lot of messages coming through. I even received a reading and I'm super grateful for. And, right now I feel like it's just a time to really lock in on energy. Lock in on energy. I feel like, we lock in on what we think is like important, like the work itself, like locking in on the work, they say, like, let's say if it's locking in on the music, like, yo, you gotta be in the studio every day, you gotta be studio all day, you gotta do 100 songs just to say, well, you're locked in, right? And I don't really feel like that's necessarily true, although as a result of the energy, it can happen, where if you lock in your energy of being that person or being that super duper talented and able to just like to pump out 100 songs if you wanted to, then it's a possibility, it just comes, like, you know what I'm saying? But the forcing is what I believe is what should be eliminated. Also, the playing of small should be eliminated. Also, like, what are you really doing this for? Who are you and why are you? You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's really been the theme of my life for the past few years. Well, and I'm now getting it. I remember watching a video a few years ago when I first was like, really aware of myself in that way. Put y'all up here because I really wanted to like be there too. Yeah, I remember watching a video with this woman. She calls herself a star seed and she helps other people on their journeys, right? And she was going through like the different stages of the journey, and then different stages of enlightenment. And at that time, I wasn't too privy to certain things, and I wasn't too understanding certain things. One of the things was okay, there's a level of grounding, right? And with this grounding period, she was saying that the grounding period can take however long, like it could take years, if and I'm like, whoa, why would it take years? Like, why? Okay, it's like because it could take years, or it could take a less time or more time. And I'm like, well, why does it take that long? I don't want to take years to what they call grounding. And even then I didn't understand what grounding really meant. So I'm like, why is it gonna take that long to ground? And I realize why. And it's really not about time. It's about alignment. It's about energy. It's about I'm here. When you decide to say I'm here in a certain way, then that's when things start to roll and align for you. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, like I've overindulged in tarot readings and shit like that. I've overindulged in other people's content and messages, and most of the time there would be these collective messages, which I feel like are definitely dope. But what I've realized is like the messages will come, but then it's like not necessarily like, okay, what should I do really? What should I really do next? What is the first thing I should really do next? Like, I feel like with those messages, like, the issue or the problem is always stated, or what energy that you're in, or like what could be the outcome. But what I've realized is that, number one, tarot is not destiny, and number two, tarot can really help you be aware of the energy that surrounds you, or yeah, and yeah, is to be taken as just like guidance, but only you really know what to do. Only you really know what to do for yourself. And it's just one of those things where you have to be super duper honest with yourself, like really honest with yourself. And don't worry. You listen, we are here to enjoy life on all facets, all levels, right? Don't think that when they talk about spiritual alignment or ascension and stuff like that, don't just think about like you giving up everything that you enjoy. It's not like that per se. Like it's being aware of your desires, it's being aware of it's being aware of your desires and being aware of how it's like being aware of yourself, your past self, like how what you've done up to this point and why you even have these desires in the first place. And like kind of looking at it from a vantage point like, okay, do I really want that? Does this really align with who I really am? Like, does this really align with my future, my soul? Who I really am is my soul, right? And I was 156 on the time. It's not like you have to totally give up like enjoying life. It's about balance, and it's like I said, it's about awareness of life. Like life really wants to adorn you. Life really wants to be a part of you, your story, and what I'm saying, how you move. So really tapping in everything as if everything is you is a main thing. Everything is you. Things are happening to you and happening for you. Things are happening to you and happening for you. 3:03 on the clock. Right? And it makes sense to see yourself in everything and working with it. Allowing for shit to happen with trying to really manipulate or control what's happening. Just allowing it to play out. Because again, everything is you. So if everything is you and you would want for shit to go your way, when you would assume that everything is going in your favor. And that's when things start to roll in alignment. And I've been learning this for myself. Like I've been just really practicing this for myself. Just being in alignment, and having things just roll in my favor. So yeah, I really believe that it's not about time, it's about energy. And I'm really now getting it, because like I said before, I wouldn't get it. Yeah. Before I was taking time to understand it. Yeah. So I was kind of interrupted there. But let me just finish the message. So the grounding just takes allowing. The grounding takes allowing and just going with the flow, because you're really being guided to be the best self. And allow yourself to step into power. Allow yourself to be what you see yourself to be. And don't allow the ego, which is like the body, which has like all of the desires and the wants and stuff like that. Like your body, your ego may want like food, or it might want liquor, or it might want a lot of weed. And this has to be where like that points of balance, like a point where you say to yourself, okay, not right now, later. Or kind of give yourself a rest sometimes, and start focusing on what it is that you need to do in order to get to the next level. That's just totally different for everybody. It's just totally different for everybody, and it's important also too, like it's important to tap into yourself and not like watch others too much, not compare yourself to others so much. Now you can be inspired, you can watch others to be like, wow, like I like that person's energy, and like you strive to be of that type of that archetype, so to speak, but I suggest not just watching people in front of you, but more so like who are the greats before you, who are the greats who like transcended challenges and obstacles that the normal person can't, or the normal person hadn't been able to, and strive for that. My face kind of strive for that and be aware of that self and always like tap into that, and then that is what we call, frequency. Yeah, so I was thinking, I just wanted to get that one out, because again, anything I say is definitely me saying it to myself. Any messages any downloads and stuff that I get, it's just me really expressing myself to myself. But then I'm aware that others may, have or can relate, and that's what I'm talking about. It's not about comparison, but it's about a relation, and then being able to carry yourself in a way that's most aligned with you, how you move. So you can know, you kind of have like a base to start from, and then just keep that frequency right, So yeah, that's what I was thinking. Sending a lot of love and a lot of light. I gotta start watching up here and like really talking to y'all right there. So I'm always watching my face here, but I need to start talking to you guys more direct. Alright, but I'm sending a lot of love and a lot of light to anyone who needs it. Man, just stay up, stay focused. No matter what happens, just stay focused and know that everything is happening for you. Like, things could happen that you did not expect, and it may seem, gotta talk there. Things may happen that you didn't expect, and it may seem uncomfortable at that point in time, but just know, like, just stay the course, just stay in the game, stay up, stay optimistic. I love you.